Next up at UFC Kansas City, we have the main event of the evening. We have Max Holloway taking on Arnold Allen in a really, really interesting main event. Max Holloway, 23-7 overall, 2-3 in his last 5. All 3 of those losses to Alexander Volkanovski. He's taking on Arnold Allen, 19-1, 5-0 in his last 5, riding a 12-fight win streak. We have 2 very, very good strikers. Both of these guys are incredible strikers. Max Holloway is an amazing striker. He's very fluid, has nice movement. He keeps his volume up. He keeps his pressure up. An incredible 7-4 striking differential with an 84% takedown defense and a bunch of title wins and title fights under his belt. He's taking on Arnold Allen, who's a very good striker in his own right. He loves to come forward. He's got an upright stance, which helps protect him and keep him outside of range. And then he comes lunging in with power. He's got nice footwork, solid hand speed. He does mix in takedowns well when he wants to. And he has a few sneaky submissions under his belt as well. And he's amassed a pretty sneaky win streak he's got going on here. This is a great main event spot. Max, minus 176 right now. These odds are moving just a little bit. He was minus 180 the other day, minus 176. So they're probably pretty settled here. Both guys.
He was up at minus 200 at one point, I think, the other day.
When I did it on Saturday, I think he was minus 180. So, yeah, I'm sure it's bouncing around a little bit. But Arnold's going to be faster. He's going to be the faster guy. Max is going to have much higher volume. He's going to have the experience advantage. He's definitely going to have the size advantage. And Max is only 31 years old, despite the longevity of his career, the wars he's been in. He's not that old, but he has taken damage. Like, we're not seeing it per se. He's not getting dropped. He's not almost getting put out, but he is taking shots. He's getting beat up. And I don't mean that like like he's losing fights getting beat up, but Yair Rodriguez cracked this dude a bunch of times. So I still have to ride with Max Holloway here because until he looks old, I just have to assume he's not old, right? Like I can't just keep saying, oh, he's old, he's beat up, he's old, he's beat up, when he doesn't actually look that way. His volume's incredible. There's not a single thing he has not seen in the cage. Arnold Allen's going to come out, going to try to make this happen, but I think Max Holloway's just going to be too durable, too busy, too in his face, and Arnold Allen's going to come up short. 5 rounds, main event. There's a lot going on here. I got to go Max Holloway here, but man, I have not been betting main events, and I'm telling you, it makes them so much more enjoyable. I just get to watch. And enjoy. I don't have no pressure. It's great. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah. Let me say that this might be a full scale learning experience for me, because I came in and I had a biased pick in Adrian Yanez, and I touted him. I say he's a better striker, and it was a big jump up in competition. Listen, I obviously he made a mistake in that fight, but it was a big jump up in competition. You saw what happens when you fight people, and he even said himself, like, I can't fight lower level people the same way I'm fighting these guys. I have to be on my P's and Q's, and I think we could have the same situation here. I'm a big Arnold Allen fan. I've always been biased towards Arnold Allen. I think he's a great fighter, but this is a big step up in competition. I mean, this is not a depleted Dan Hooker. This is not a Qatar who blows his knee out. This is one of the all-time greatest featherweights in the history of the UFC, who has only lost to the same guy. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, wow, he looked awful against Volkan that last fight. And I agree. He didn't look great. He didn't look like he had the same pop, the same speed. I think there has to be some mental fatigue when you're fighting the same guy 3 times, especially when the third fight starts off the exact same way. I mean, he was just getting beat up again. It's like, I'm sure there was a moment in that fight where he was like, here we go again. Like, Jesus Christ, like, what do I got to do to beat this guy? I think he's going to be a little bit more refreshed in this fight. And the biggest key to this is Arnold Allen is a huge dude. I mean, he is a big guy. He cuts a lot of weight to get to 145. And because of that, his cardio does slow down. Not only does his cardio slow down, his style of fighting is not a style where you can really pace yourself, because he's not just kind of in the pocket, moving his head, slight movements. He is bouncy. He is on his toes. He is in and out. He is side to side. He is just kind of parrying the jab and using his footwork as his defense. And because of that, over 5 rounds, I don't see that translating over to 5 rounds. So if you're Arnold Allen, you kind of got to make this a 2-round fight and try to put Max away. You mentioned everyone's kind of been beating up Max in his face. He's never been knocked down, but he has taken damage. You have to kind of test that chin early, because if you try to pace yourself, you're just going to get outworked by Max anyway. You got to take a chance. Maybe he throws in some wrestling and stuff. I don't think he can out-wrestle Max Holloway, even though he's a pretty good grappler. I think Arnold Allen needs to come in, treat this as a 2-round fight, and I need to put this guy away in 2 rounds and take a chance against one of the greatest featherweights of all time and put yourself in contention. Because if you just kind of try and dance around, I just don't think he can win this fight against a guy that's so skilled in Max Holloway. Especially, I wouldn't be surprised if Max Holloway kind of lights up his legs too early on and kind of coasts. I could see Max finding a finish 4th, 5th round, just kind of laying on volume. But I love Arnold Allen. I'm trying to learn from my past mistakes. I'm biased for him, fighting up in level competition. I'm going Max Holloway here, and honestly, I think it's a great, great matchup for him.
All right. Good luck. Good luck.
We're on the same side.
I know. It is going to be.
I was like, wait a second. Did I say I was picking Arnold Allen? He was like, what the hell's going on?
No. It's going to be a fun fight. This is a great main event, and we're going to see if we're going to get a changing of the guard or not. And if Max Holloway wins, then it's going to be interesting, because look, he beat Yair Rodriguez. That game, took a little bit of wind out of his sails, and then he's going to beat Arnold Allen. Like, if he's just going to literally be the second best guy on the planet, that's going to be so annoying for this division. So annoying for this division. And we know he can't compete at 55. He went up and Dustin beat him. He's just not big enough.
He said he might consider, which is a little bit concerning when you hear people talk about moving divisions while they're still fighting in the division at the top level. It's a little bit concerning. Listen, I like Arnold Allen, and he does have power, but his power is smart power. He doesn't really wing shots. He waits until you're hurt, and then he just blitzes you. You've seen that. You've seen that a couple times in his fights. And if he's never really hurting Max, he's never really blitzing. He's just going to stay on the pocket or outside the pocket, kind of dance around, and he loses that fight probably 8 times out of 10 versus a guy like Max.
No, I hear you. I think Max's veteran IQ and all the other things are going to get it done. $9,000. It is a 5-round fight, and while Max isn't going to be looking to grapple, his volume is insane, and his volume scores really, really well. He does score well in DraftKings because of that volume and the pace he lands. If you're on the Arnold Allen side, then this is probably the most affordable he'll ever be again. If you think he wins this fight, he's never going to be anywhere near the 7,000s again. Because if he wins this fight, then he honestly is as good as everybody thinks he is. Going to be a decent card, lots of good spots. Hopefully we found them for you. Go to WeWantPicks.com, become a premium member. But when you get to WeWantPicks.com, you're going to see there's a new look and feel with even more information. Jake and I have separated out our pages. This opens up the door for a couple things. One, you can now have a unique experience and information breakdown from each of us. My page has different content than Jacob's. I have my safety parlay. I have a safety parlay tracker, how every single one did or didn't do. Jacob's is going to have his picks, his bets. He's going to have the lock of the week history. I'm going to give you round leans,
look at
confidence
all those W's
picks
too, huh?
on every single pick. Yeah, it's at the top. And that opens the door to add even more analysts. We have added Artem. Artem, you've seen him do videos for us. He does a lot of the non-UFC content, and that's what he's bringing to the premium table. You're going to get PFL breakdowns from him. You're going to get Cage Warriors breakdowns from him, LFA breakdowns, Bellator breakdowns. This week alone, right now, there's PFL, LFA, and Cage Warriors content on his page for you if you want to check that out, as well as the picks, the confidence, and the line leans for UFC. It's the same $10. We're adding more and keeping the price the same. There's not a person on this planet that can sell anything in this space that is remotely close to what we're doing. Literally nothing. If you can find somebody that has a better premium that isn't just some stupid post on a freaking, what's that stupid thing people do? They post on a Patreon. I'll give you a month for free. Send them my way. And if it's better value than us, I will give you a month for free, and we're going to learn, and we're going to figure out what they're doing. That. Yeah, well, it's going to be impossible to find.
Judge, jury, and...
We also have tools and information available for you. We have the line movement tracker. You're going to get opening odds, current odds, the probability, and that actual movement to help find trends, help find your spots, hop on or off a train, and the detailed metrics and analytics. You realize there are people out there selling a similar spreadsheet for $10, just the spreadsheet, nothing else, just the spreadsheet. I'm giving you the spreadsheet with premium and the line movement tracker and everything else. WeOnPicks.com. It's $10 a month. And if you want $50, I'll send you 50. All you need to do is go to WeOnPicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our partners using our links, and we will send you $50 as a thank you. Guys, join the Discord. Discord is 100% free. If you're a premium member, you can then link it. You get fancy colors and unlock other channels. But in general, Discord's 100% free. Any last words for the people?
Nah. Appreciate all you guys, though.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. This was longer than usual, and we'll catch you the rest of the week for even more content.